Dr. Road from Mobilent. This time, we're looking at Scott's ambitious full carbon wheel set, the Syncros Capital SL60 Aero. What makes it truly different from other wheels? Wow. With that 60mm depth, the entire look of the bike changes. So, I visited a Scott dealership, saw the wheel set in person, talked with the representative, and took it out for a real test ride. Because I just couldn't resist my curiosity about how much performance this carbon wheel could really deliver. And before watching the video, please hit the like button once. I've always been drawn to high-end equipment. The problem is always the budget, right? And I'm the type who enjoys cycling purely by feel, without a speedometer. If I go beyond the set boundaries or push the speed a bit, people tend to frown upon it. But in this video, I want to reveal a bit of my hidden racer instinct. As an ordinary rider who commutes and enjoys weekend rides, I'll keep this as a simple wheel set review. The first impression of this premium wheel was clear. From the moment I saw it, I knew it was special. The pattern, finish, and details were all flawless. Yes, the tension is clearly there. It means it stretches properly, right? That's fascinating. As you can see, even where the spokes meet, they're bonded together. They did that to eliminate friction noise between crossing spokes. It's completely integrated. The wheel set itself just looks stunning. At first, since the bearings and ratchet grease hadn't fully settled, I couldn't feel much difference. But after a short ride, the true character of this wheel began to show. Typically, full carbon wheels with tri-spoke designs look cool, but the ride is harsh and has almost no elasticity. On long rides, fatigue builds up quickly in the head, back, and hips, and their total weight can reach almost 2 kilograms for both wheels. But their ability to maintain speed on flat terrain is definitely impressive. However, the Syncros Capital SL Aero wheel set eliminates those weaknesses. It's lightweight and keeps only the strengths. The rim, spokes, and nipples are molded together as a monocoque full carbon structure. Both front and rear wheels use 16 one-piece carbon spokes. Why are these Aero spokes so good? Because they're baked as a single unit. That means the blades don't twist during wheel building or rim alignment. When building regular Aero spoke wheels, getting the spoke direction right is extremely tricky. During truing or alignment, they can bend or twist, and it's almost impossible to ensure perfect direction by eye. If the angle is wrong, traditional Aero spokes can create massive air drag. But with this wheel set, that worry simply doesn't exist. One of the biggest sources of drag is the spoke itself. As these rotate, they create huge air resistance, especially the longer ones. But these just slice through the wind. Wow, amazing. Only 16 spokes. When I evaluate a wheel, the number of spokes is the first thing I check, because it makes a massive difference in air resistance. Each spoke holds precise tension and reacts instantly during sprints or climbs with zero energy loss. The total weight is about 1,315 grams, which is extremely light for a 60mm deep wheel set. The rim uses a hookless, tubeless ready design. The internal width is 23mm in the front and 25mm in the rear, perfectly optimized for modern wide tire setups. It's currently fitted with Schwalbe Pro 28C tires, and thanks to its airtight construction, even after a week, the air pressure barely dropped. That was a pleasant surprise. My first riding impression, every pedal stroke felt like my body, the bike, and the wheel were all connected as one. The more I pedaled, the more responsive it became. And as the rotation speed increased, it felt smoother and smoother. Initially, because of the carbon spoke's tensile stiffness, I could feel some saddle fatigue on rough surfaces. But after about 4 or 5 rides, that sensation completely disappeared. It climbs hills smoothly without slipping. You can really feel that power loss has been minimized, and the pedal stroke feels natural. I reached the top of the climb. Now it's time for the downhill. Since I don't use a speedometer, I can't say exactly how fast I'm going, but that actually makes it more fun. The downhill performance of this wheel set is astonishing. Even during hard acceleration or heavy braking, the wheel hardly deforms in any direction. That allows confident trail braking even mid-corner, because the rim, spokes, and hub are completely integrated, not separate parts. There's no twisting sensation at all. Absolutely perfect. It's also impressively durable. I can glide over speed bumps lightly without slowing down. You might say, any bike is fast downhill. But this wheel is different. It's not just about being tubeless. Thanks to the small number of spokes, you don't feel rotational resistance. Wow, incredible. The sharp carbon spokes and outstanding rotational inertia create stunning acceleration. Since there are only 16 spokes front and rear, even on gentle downhills, speed increases rapidly without pedaling. This is truly the pinnacle of carbon wheel technology. Nothing else comes close. The more you ride, the smoother it spins. There's practically no rolling resistance. If I were to describe this wheel set in one phrase, it's the complete full carbon wheel set that delivers both speed and emotion. It's the pinnacle. Truly a premium elite product. It has a unique charm you'll never experience from steel-spoked or standard carbon wheels. The price is around $4,600 in the US, which is quite high. But if you want to push your bike's performance to the extreme, this wheel set is absolutely essential. Did you find this video helpful? Please hit subscribe and like so I can keep making great content. Thank you so much for watching.